Hello and what is up guys, right here, and welcome to the first ever subscriber car series. So basically this is going to be a new series on the channel where you guys can submit your own cars from automation. I am going to review the cars in automation, review the looks and how it's built, etc. And then Canadian Steel is going to go on in a separate video and he's going to test the cars in a series of events to see which one is the best. So basically what's going to happen is you guys are going to submit your cars to me. I am going to review them, and then the top 10 or so, depending on how much we get, will go to Canadian Steel for him to test in a series of events. So this first challenge is going to be a mid-80s to mid-90s, so 1985 to 1995 off-road vehicle. We're using vanilla bodies only. It's going to be an off-road style of vehicle, so it doesn't have to be a pickup truck or a, like a Jeep style vehicle. It can be a wagon, it can be a car, a van, etc. It cannot be a sports car body or like a supercar body. It's got to be, somewhat reasonable looking. It could be like an AMC Eagle wagon. It could be like a Ford F-150 pickup truck. It could be like a Jeep Wrangler. It could be whatever you want, but it's got to be 1985 to 1995. You can use 1995 tech with a 1985 body because 1995 tech's obviously going to have somewhat of an advantage. Every vehicle has to look somewhat off-road capable. It's going to look like an off-roader trim, like a special off-roader trim or whatever. All vanilla parts, so no modded parts, no modded, fixtures and stuff like that. All vanilla stuff. What else, guys? So it's going to have a 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, or V8, or inline 5. So it can have a 4, 6, 8, or a 5-cylinder engine. Any configuration you want of those. It could be turbocharged, or you could have a turbocharged V8, a naturally aspirated inline 4, whatever you want. 240 horsepower is the limit though, and 5 liters is the max displacement of the engine. So 240 horsepower max, just so everyone's on the same page here. That's the maximum you can have. There is no torque limit. You can make a lot of torque and not much horse. That'd be pretty cool too. $30,000 in automation is the budget, so you can't go over that. If you go over that, you are probably just gonna get kicked out. But maybe there'll be an exception. I don't know. It's kind of at my discretion, I guess. So all cars must have a standard interior and then the best safety. So standard interior, standard infotainment, highest safety. They all have to have at least 4 seats minimum. You can't have a 2-seater. It's got to be at least 4 seats. Running regular gasoline. And no positive sliders. So you can't have a +1 or +2, +15, etc. slider on the engine, on the parts, on the other stuff of the car as well. So it's all going to be 0 or less if you want. So if you can make a really expensive engine, like turbocharged expensive, that's still 0 slider, then everything else is cheaper, but you can do that as well. You'll see behind me, this is my vehicle that I've designed. While I'm talking about this, it is a pickup truck with I think it's a 4.4 liter straight 6 turbocharged with 240 horsepower and 300 or whatever pound-feet of torque. So it's got to be you can make a 4x4 all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. I guess you could make a front-wheel drive too. That's fine. Yeah, guys, so basically, just submit your car to the email below in the description, which is, I think it's subscribercarsubmissions@gmail.com. Again, subscribercarsubmissions@gmail.com. Link is in the description, or not the link, the email is in the description. So send your .car file to that email address. That I'm going to review it, send them off to Canadian Steel, and he's going to test them in some events and stuff. So I think this will be really fun for everyone here. I'm excited to see what you guys can send to me. And I know I'm not the best car designer, I'm not the best car engineer, but I like to think I do an okay job at either. So, I'll give you my honest opinion on cars. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'm not going to be mean about your cars, obviously, but I'll tell you what you can improve on, etc. Or if your car is just perfect, I will say it is gosh darn perfect, because I'm sure lots of you guys' cars will be way better than what I can come up with, which will be great. You guys have, I think it's 10 days, so right now is January 2nd, so I think we have until, I think it's the 12th. I will put for sure the date in the description or in the video here. I'll put the actual date in the video here and the description below. That's the deadline when you can submit it. I will have, the end of day that day, Canadian time, so it's different for me in Canadian Steel, but just end of the day that time, no later, pretty much. There's a little bit of a window there. I think that's pretty much it, so, again, subscribercarsubmissions@gmail.com. Send your .car files. It has to be a .car file. Send that there with a picture of your car as well. just for my initial reaction and stuff. And you can put your name in the email of the car, what's all the description of the car. If you want, you can put as much as you want in the email. I will read all your emails. I'm not going to reply. I will reply on the video. So anyways, guys, I'm really looking forward to this. I hope you guys are too. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.